Okay, it's Monday afternoon, and now we're going to talk about judgments and opinions and all the stuff that goes on up in the head, in me, in you. It's just creating this tightness and this disconnection and this separation from each other. And I'm sort of fascinated by how many opinions I have. And then when I start to talk to other people, I become even more fascinated by how many opinions they have. And how sometimes people that I like a lot have thoroughly different opinions than me. And I wonder sometimes what this all means. What is my opinion about? Where do my opinions come from? I mean, am I really, as a healthy person interested in having healthy relationships, stopping to examine my opinions and the harsh judgments and criticisms that I attach to them, so that I can make sure that I'm not getting small, so that I can make sure that I'm maintaining an open mind? Because as of late, it seems really easy to start reading and looking at media and the internet in a way that looks for information that proves that I'm right about things, or that I know more about things than you or someone else, because the internet can make anyone an expert, right? I mean, I'm on the internet in some ways trying to pose myself as an expert. Not really. I mean, I'm an expert on me, so I'm going to talk about me, but some of the things that I know about me, that I have opinions about me, might have to do with you, and I could also have an opinion about them for you too. That's what makes me an expert, is that I get to have opinions about you. Anyway, that was a joke. But in all seriousness, or maybe not all seriousness, the fundamental thing that is the problem with having an opinion is the judgment and almost self-absorbed type of energy that I attach to my opinions. Instead of saying, I have come to believe this, I have come to know that this is true for myself, I have come to recognize that this is an important way that I believe things work, and then therefore I can corral my life or adjust my life according to those opinions, according to those ways that I see the world. And if I'm actually open-minded, and if I've done my research and I maintain an attitude that my opinion is about me, I can benefit from my opinion. But I cannot afford, for the health of my relationships and my world and the service I want to do in the world, to hold on to these opinions and act like it's the only thing that matters, the way that I'm thinking, what I think I know, and then becoming aggrandizing and acting like the rest of the world doesn't understand what's really happening. And that's a real thing that I can get into, and I can also see a lot of other people getting into, because it's easy to do. We have an ego, right? And my ego will always protect me from looking stupid or looking bad. And my ego wants me to be right all the time and to know everything, because it convinces me that that's the only way that I can be okay. And that's, in fact, the furthest thing from the truth. The thing that makes me okay with myself is the fact that I can make mistakes, that I can look stupid, that I can not know, and I can be okay with that. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I make a mistake. It's definitely not the end of the world if I look stupid. But for my ego, it feels like this hollow, dark little hole that I'm stuck in, because I have prided myself on being intelligent. So whenever I look stupid, or especially if I end up looking stupid in front of a group of people, it's just really hard for me to accept. But I have to learn meditative and calming and breathing type ways to remove those voices that tell me that I can't make mistakes, or that my judgments and opinions are the only things that matter, because everybody else has judgments and opinions too. And here's another thing: just because you know you're critical or judgmental or whatever, like I'm admitting it right now, does not make it okay. Like, just because I say, oh, I'm so judgmental, oh man, it's like really bad, and I don't do anything about it, that's like, it's like sitting around, drinking yourself to silly and being like, oh, I'm such an alcoholic, Meanwhile, there's all this destruction going on around you that you're not addressing. So I need to address my judgments, I need to address my criticisms, and I need to keep my mind open to the fact that I'm not the only one that knows a couple of things, and I'm not the only one that has something to say. And it's really, really important to understand that there are multitudes of ways of living life, breathing, going to school, working, loving, living, having faith, not having faith. There's just a lot of different ways, because we're all individuals. But also, let's remember that our individual opinions keep us apart, and we want to come together. So hang on to your individual ways and come together in your individual the ways that you relate to. I'm not making sense right now, but I think what I'm trying to say is keep your individualism, but come together and just keep an open mind for your relationships. Have a great day.